It is disappointing to have only made it that far, but overall, I am extremely happy with how this project turned out. For a budget all-terrain board, it is extremely capable. Let me know if you guys want to see an upgraded version. I'm thinking it needs a higher voltage battery and larger tires. I've got 3 of these super beefy dual ESCs from Flipsky. They should be perfect. They can do up to 75 volts and 100 amps, way more than I'll need. The only problem is, look at all these wires. I have no clue how to connect them all together. We'll have to crack them open. It turns out some resistors need to be removed for them to work together. Start with the main master ESC and remove this resistor by carefully heating it with your soldering iron or other appropriate tool. Now, the other 2 ESCs are called slaves and will need a different resistor removed. Make sure it is the right one and remove that resistor on the slave ESCs. Ta-da! Now they should magically work together fine once wired. Close it up, and best part is my warranty seal still looks new. And I know the wiring is a complete mess, but I made a diagram that should make it easy peasy for anyone interested. I've finally finished up all the wiring here. I'm really excited, but also really nervous. I'm going off of a 4-wheel drive tutorial from Flipsky, so I'm not even sure that 6-wheel drive will work. Let's test it and find out. Time to try it out with this remote. The receiver shows a blue light, meaning it's connected. All the lights on the ESCs are on. And when I push this forward, it should activate the motors, and forward, forward, backwards. Huh. I'm a noob. It was locked. Double press power button to unlock. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And success! But right from the start, it is a challenge just to stay on the board. The bank turns and uneven terrain are making it especially difficult. Riding off-road on a longboard takes some getting used to. After just a little bit of time, I started getting the hang of it and having a ton of fun. Here is a particularly steep, loose hill that showcases just how good this 6-wheel drive works. Yes! Descending is very terrifying, but the 6 motors do provide plenty of braking force, so I learned taking it slow and controlled was the way to go. This steeper section with loose large rocks really tested braking and traction. While I was impressed that the 6-wheeler's 10-inch tires could ride something so rough, I was still dying for some real suspension. At this point, the trail really starts to get steep and gain some altitude. The board surprisingly is able to climb this first hill. The second one is too angled for me to stay on the board though. As I push on up the side of this hill to the ridge, I notice the terrain starts to become more uneven and rockier. The board pushes on for a little while, but I am eventually stopped by steep rocky hills that catch on the tires, stopping my momentum completely. That's one of the downsides to having 6 wheels, is that there's an extra pair of tires to get caught on rocks and ledges. So at only a mile in, I decided to call it quits and head back.
Let me do a little 9-point turn. But does it not go backwards?
You have to hold it down. It'll go eventually. It teeter-totters, which makes it like hard to know which way it's gonna lean. Like how you're teeter-tottering right now?
Yeah. That's the only hard part, I think. We can probably get used to that.
My brother said I wasn't shredding hard enough, so here he is showing me how it's done.
Oh, you're losing me, I need a shift. Oh, on the turn. Oh. Hi!
I will say, not bad for first time on an e-board. Well, that wraps it up for this one. Thanks for watching.